Guys, it's Flying Monkey here, and had a couple questions about my FPV monitor that I use when I'm out flying, and specifically someone asking about how do you actually use it. So I figure I'll go over that real quick. First of all, you need to have a video transmission because it does have a built-in video receiver. In fact, it has two. It's got diversity, so you're able to use two different styles of antenna if you want to, have a omnidirectional or a directional antenna, let's say a helical. It has, we'll flip it around the back here, it uses a Dean's plug to plug in, but I've able to convert it over to the XT60 with one of the supplied cables. Speaking of supplied cables, you have these ports on the side here with the ability to plug in RCA input. Now the problem is, if for some reason you lose those cables, you can't do the RCA jacks because they are proprietary. Over on this side here, you've got a micro SD card, which is great because you're able to record the footage from the aircraft live, and that has saved me already. I was out flying around one time and the battery died on the quadcopter. It crashed. I didn't know where it was. I was able to review the footage, and by looking at the scene on the video, I could line up the trees the same way in real life that I did on the video. When I was standing in that place that the front tree and the back trees were lined up just right, I looked down about 10-15 feet away, there's my quadcopter. So I'll go ahead and go through. Now real quick, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. Even though on here, if you look, this is the left button, that's the right button. When we're going to be looking at it from the front, we're going to use, this is the left button, this is the right button. Also, while we're looking at the screen, there's a couple of numbers over on this side, a number on this side. These are your two different antenna readings that I'm getting 99% strength from both of them. One might be stronger than the other. It will automatically switch to that antenna. Over on this side is your battery voltage. So I'm going to bring the camera on in closer so you can hopefully see the screen. Alright, hopefully this is working out for you. We're going to go over, like I said, this is the left button, this is the right button. We're going to go through that real quick. If I push down on the right button, that's going to get me to the first menu. And what you're going to see here on the bottom here is the frequencies, and these are the toggle controls. We're going to bring the button back up to get out of that. Now we can start going through some of the other menus. If you take the right button and just push it in, that's going to take you to this menu here, and you're able to scroll through and change different settings on that, such as volume, the contrast, and all that different stuff. But the main thing is you're going to be able to change your bands. So you got 4 different bands on here: A, B, C, and D, and scan. So that makes a 5th. So we're in A. It's not picking up any channels. It's not close enough to the frequency. B actually is close enough to whatever we're broadcasting on that it's able to pick it up. Now I can just scroll down to the actual frequency itself, and you're able to go through and adjust the different channels, and you can see quickly we're off from that channel. And we're back on it. So bring me up 2 buttons. There I'm back at exit. Now we've got some other settings we can go through. Continue to click the right button to the right. It's going to take me to the DVR mode. Now this is important. The one thing I really don't like about this monitor is this glitching. You can see the black band across the bottom here. That's easily fixed though. You go back into your menu, go down to format. Now this isn't formatting the memory card, it's just changing the format of the video. We go from NTSC to auto to PAL, back to NTSC. We're clear. And so we scroll up, exit, out. Now we're in DVR mode. On the left button is going to control your menus for this side. Pushing it to the left takes me to this menu here where you can go through, scroll, and it's a 2-page. Oh, I'm sorry, this one's a 1-page. The next one over is going to take me to a 2-page. This one here, format, change the date, time, language, TV mode, so on and so forth. And this will actually format the card. And so now we can go into play mode, pushing it back to the right again. You can scroll up and down through the different videos that you've already recorded on here. So if I wanted to play one back, let's say this one, I just push the play button, and it's going to go through, and you can see the time. And I know it's not showing up real well on the screen, but you can see it's moving it around. So to get out of that, that's the left button. I want to go right. On the right hand button, I can scroll to the right again. It takes me to AV3. If you had those cords in, you can plug a video into it. and then back to the viewing screen with the off the quadcopter. So that's the menu settings, the button settings in a bit of a nutshell. So, alright guys, well that was the menu and use of the toggle switches to get through things. Overall, I'm quite happy with this. I bought it from fpvmodels.com, about 160 bucks. I've already made my money back on that just by recovering this from that one crash. It was worth it to me on that. One of the things I didn't tell you about is recording. That's kind of an important thing. If you're in the viewing mode like we are now, the left button, pushing it in, will record. It's recording now. And then to get out of that, again, just push the button again. Sometimes, again, it being a glitchy system, scroll through the menu or something, that seems to reset it and you're up to go back to recording like you want. So hopefully this answers the questions that folks had, and maybe you got something out of it. If I didn't answer a question you had, feel free to make a comment under the video. I'll try to answer it when you do post that question. Alright folks, thank you very much. Have a good day.